What is up, fellow Facebookers? It is your sexy goth bad boy, KingCobraJFS, coming back at you with another video. And, get everything out of my coat here. Okay, good. So I am pleased to announce that two things have happened. One, I got my toilet fixed, and a major shout out to the people who helped me fix my toilet. I don't know your names personally, but y'all came in here and fixed it. I fixed my belt because my belt's a little bit broken. There we go. Good fun evening. Also, for those of you who ordered a CobraCraft wand from the last batch, they have been shipped out. I shipped them out yesterday. Like I said, I was going to. You know what I have in here? Pepsi Cola mixed with Coca-Cola and a little bit of vodka. I don't give a damn. Yep. John Crawford says, toilet and bike fixed? Nice. That's what I'm saying, bud. I mean, my guitar's not fixed, but at least if a chick comes over after a date or whatever, at least my toilet's fixed. Yeah. Now, when several chicks are checking you out because they like your mustache goatee combo, that is a sign that you are supposed to keep it. I'm just saying, YouTube. I'm just saying, whenever the ladies respond positively, like if I've heard several chicks around town compliment me, you know, whenever I have this particular facial hair and I roam around town just doing my thing, I'll listen to what the opposite sex has to say. And I've heard nothing but positive compliments since growing out my facial hair with the goatee and the mustache. You know, I've heard several ladies say, that's a cute looking guy, and they're talking about me, of course, and, oh, that guy looks handsome, and blah, 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 you know. Anytime women pick up or respond positively to a certain style of facial hair on your face, like if you get the opposite sex responding to your very presence and all you had to do was, you know, grow a little bit of facial hair, there you go. Then keep that combination because it works for you. I guess the mustache goatee combo makes me look like Johnny Depp, kind of. Man. When's the warlock beard coming? Yeah, that'll take a minute. That'll take a minute. I wonder if Topher wants to have me on KeeperCast tonight. If not, that's totally understandable. I'll check in with him at 10 and see what he's doing. But this is the thing I'm tired of. I'm tired of women's attitudes towards men that we're all just pigs. Okay, so it's not my fault you've had shitty fucking boyfriends, okay? It's not my fault that your boyfriend's long distance and that you have a shitty boyfriend, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Not my fault. But is it fair that, you know, I get called a pig because almost every other man is a pig? And I say almost because not every man's a pig. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I bring this up is because when I was boxing up tubes at my house, I overheard my stepmom telling my half-sister that, oh, men are just pigs, Sammy. And I'm like, well, if men are just pigs, then where's the mud at? How come I'm not covered in mud? And I left it at that. I mean, I wasn't going to say too much on the subject because it's my stepmom and my half-sister. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say anything to them because it is what it is. They're women. Of course, they have that right to think like that. But at the same time, you know, you're pinning my sister Sammy against men before she's had the chance to meet a decent man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're already telling her, oh, men are just pigs, Sammy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, dude. I'm not questioning my mom's parenting. I'm not insulting her. I'm just saying, Facebook, I am just saying. You know, I get tired of women being told that men are just pigs. Okay, that's like saying every man that's a Muslim is a terrorist. Seriously. This is my fair point to that, okay? This is my fair point. If all men are just pigs, then I guess all Catholics molest children. Then I guess every Muslim is a terrorist. See, I hate being like that, but it's the fucking truth, dude. It is the fucking truth. When you sit there and call all men pigs by saying that crass female generalization, you know what I'm saying? When you're doing that kind of shit, that's just like saying all Muslims are terrorists. So don't sit there and say all men are just pigs. I'm tired of that shit. I mean, that typical stereotype of the feminist ideology, you know what I'm saying? That stereotypical feminist ideology that, oh, all men are just pigs. Right. All men are just pigs. Kind of like all Muslims are terrorists, right? Yeah, just like every cop's a crooked son of a bitch, right? Shit. I mean, my stepmom was with a good man, so why the fuck is she bitching about all men in general? That's what I don't understand. You're sitting there, you know what I'm saying? I get it. You don't want my half-sister to date and stuff like that. I get that. So you teach her that all men are pigs now, and so that she doesn't want to date when she's older, so she focuses more on her school. I get that. But what if she gets a little bit older and she wants to make that decision, and now she's going to be afraid to make that decision because of, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm all right with that, but, you know, at the same time, that's kind of unfair that women do this crap. You pin younger women against the opposite sex before they've even had a chance to meet. All men are just pigs. Yeah, just like every Muslim is a fucking terrorist, right? Shit. All men are just pigs. Yeah, just like all women are cunts, right? Mr. Saunders, that wasn't appropriate. Well, if I may be so blunt, when women go off and say all men are just pigs, you might as well say all women are cunts too, because you want to make that generalization, then there you go. I can do it too. Doesn't feel so good, does it, ladies? Some of you be sitting there going, hey, wait a second. I'm not a cunt. I'm a nice woman, blah, 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 blah. See, that's just it. That is just my fucking point. Okay, women hate it when people just assume that they're all cunts. So then, or bitches, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. Women hate that shit. So then why do it to men? If you hate it when people just assume that all women are cunts, then why do it to men? Why do the exact same thing to men? It doesn't make any sense. You're sitting there saying, I'm tired of society at just thinking I'm a bitch because I'm a female. I'm tired of it. Oh, you're tired of society thinking you're a bitch because you're a female? Oh, I know the feelings, sweetheart. I'm tired of women calling me a pig just because I'm a man. I'm tired of being called a pig just because I got a dick and balls between my legs. Oh, I know your struggle. Well, no, you don't, because you're not a woman. Ugh. That's the kind of shit that makes you want to bash your head in repeatedly. It's like, okay, do you know why it's called sexist unfair treatment? Because it happens to both sexes. That's why it's called sexist unfair treatment. And when you sit there and say, all men are just pigs, it's like saying, well, all cops are assholes. That's like saying, well, all Muslims are terrorists. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than saying those things. And it's not fair to let the assholes ruin it for you. You know? I mean, when I overheard my mom saying this kind of stuff to my little half-sister, for me, personally, it brought up a good idea for a topic for a video, because I'm sitting here going, okay, that is your opinion, but here's my opinion. I mean, my sister just got out of the hospital, so I wasn't, even if she wasn't just getting out of the hospital, you know what I'm saying? The most I'm going to say is, oh, I'm a pig, huh? Then where's the mud? When I hear all men are just pigs, you know what I'm saying? I get so tired of that stereotypical feministic attitude. All men are just pigs, right? Just like all women are cunts, right? Shit. That would have pissed my mom off if I would have said that. But it's the fucking truth. I mean, you want to sit there and assume that all men are pigs. That's no different than assuming all women are cunts. And, oh, a quote from my dad. I take it too far. I'm too real with it. I'm too real with it to the point where it's hurtful, and I go too far with it, apparently. Sometimes you have to be like that. And this is not to disrespect my family or anything, but sometimes you have to be like that. Being real gets you hated, trust gets you killed, and love gets you hurt. Or is it trust gets you, or is it love, or is it love gets you killed, trust gets you hurt, being real gets you hated? Johnny Cash. There we go. And people think, oh, you're calling a woman a cunt? You must disrespect women. It's like, no, I fucking don't. I have a lot of respect for women, even if they don't respect me. I'm just real with it. You know what I'm saying? Every time I hear a woman say that all men are just pigs, it kind of makes me think, well, how is that any different than calling every woman a cunt? A lot of women would say, well, I beg to differ. I'm not a bitchy person like that. And I'm like, yeah, but how does it feel to have your sex thrown under a bus because one or two of your members of your sex are complete and total assholes? So then the rest of your sex has to suffer? That's bullshit. Josh, are your towels out of the dryer yet? Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, I had a couple of towels that were in dire need of a good washing, and I got them washed and cleaned. One of the towels came from Hawaii and was given to a family member of mine, and then that towel was given to me. So, yeah. Uh, and again, this is no disrespect to my mom or my dad, but I'm not questioning how they raise my half sister or any of that. The only thing is the whole telling my half sister that all men are just pigs, you know? Like that's where I have a problem with, you know what I'm saying? Like you're already pinning her into this competitive society we live in. And it's like I said, it's not a matter of whether you have boobs, tits, or just a dick and balls. It doesn't matter what sex you are. All it is a goddamn power struggle. People are so competitive with each other anymore. And, man. No, my parents are good parents. I'm just saying, I don't agree with the statement that my mom said. That's the only thing. Is I don't agree with the statement my stepmom has made. That's the only thing I don't agree with. And I'm allowed to disagree. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying that, you know. Oh my God. Now I got somebody who's pretending to be Scotty's ex-girlfriend, Tina, on Reddit. And and then the troll is saying, I want to give homeboy Scotty's baby away, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, Tina loves that kid. She's not going to give it away, first of all. And second of all, whoever thinks that the real Tina is stupid. Like, I'm not going to argue with this person. I'm just going to end up unfriending them. Like, I've seen how Tina is with Melody. She loves the shit out of Melody. So I guarantee you Tina's not giving away her baby anytime soon. Even though I haven't hung out with Tina in a minute. Oh my God, dude. I'm glad they understand. Because Tina loves that baby of hers, man. I've seen it. So does Scott. If it's his, you know, if it's not his, then, you know, well, I'm not getting in the middle of that. No, well, I don't know. It's none of my business, to be honest. But somebody thinks that Tina's on Reddit trying to give away her kid, and I'm like, dude, that's stupid. Tina loves her kid. You know what I'm saying? But back to what I was saying. Like, again, no disrespect to my stepmom, okay? But when you're sitting there telling my half sister all men are just pigs, like, okay, I understand she just got out of the hospital. She just got out of the hospital after doing surgery. That's why I wasn't going to say anything. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, you're making her become a man hater before she's even old enough to make that decision for herself. That's all I'm getting at. And, oh yeah, trust and believe. There are women haters and man haters, and it's disgusting when you get these men and women who have had such negative experiences with the opposite sex that, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, okay, so you've had a couple negative experiences with men. That doesn't mean we're all like that. Okay, so you've had a couple of negative experiences with women. It doesn't mean they're all like that. I don't know, like, I ordered from Domino's earlier. I went to order a 2-topping extra large pizza, and they didn't give me the meats I wanted. It ended up being all cheese pizza. Like, I go to order a Philly cheesesteak and bacon pizza from Domino's, extra cheese, garlic Parmesan white sauce on a hand-tossed crust. I go to Domino's because they make me pick it up. They don't let me deliver it. I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? So I didn't think too much of it. I was like, whatever. I get home, and there's no meat on my pizza that I ordered. And on top of that, I ordered 2 garlic butters and only got 1. I was like, Domino's, you fucked up. I'll give you another chance, but I wasn't going to order from Domino's in the same day. I go to Pizza Hut online. I order a Meat Lover's Pizza, large, extra cheese. I get it put on hand-tossed crust with the same garlic Parmesan white sauce. A Meat Lover's Pizza from Pizza Hut on hand-tossed crust with the garlic Parmesan white sauce and an ice-cold Pepsi to go with it. They give me plenty of Parmesan and a couple of pepper packets to go with it. Mwah. Magnificent pizza. I'm sorry, but as a male, that shit pisses me off. Whenever I hear a woman say, oh, men are just pigs, I'm like, excuse me? Women are just cunts. Oh, did that offend you? Well, fuck you then. Quit making assumptions about men. How about that? You know what I'm saying? You can't be that real with your family. That gets you hated. You know, I mean, like, if I said that to my stepmom, I would have been in serious shit. You know, like, okay, so why is my mom making such harsh comments? Because she's a female. That's what females do. They love to bitch about men. And it's like, okay, if you've got a good man in your life, why are you bitching about men in general? That's what I don't get. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, some men are assholes, yes, but does that mean we're all like that? No. Does that mean no, dude? Like, and I don't mean to be so insulting like this, but it's the fucking truth, dude. And the truth gets you hated. Trust and believe the truth gets you hated. I'm not questioning my mom's parenting. I'm not trying to insult her. I'm just saying, you know, this whole crass assumption, men are just pigs. Right. Men are just pigs, and every Muslim's a suicide bomber. Right, I get it. I understand how it goes. That's like saying every Mexican is lazy or every cop's crooked. I understand what you're saying. When you sit there and say that all men are just pigs, that's like you're saying all Mexicans are lazy, or, you know what I'm saying? And that's not even true. There's a lot of Mexicans that are hard workers, and when you sit there and make such brass assumptions, like all men are just pigs, you're sexually degrading men by saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair, because women are told You have to empower yourself, embrace your inner female. Well, I'm telling the same thing to men. How do men embrace their inner manhood? Let me tell you something. This is how you do it. You say, I am man, I have my limitations, but that does not make me weak. I accept my female counterpart as my equal. Say it with me, fellas. I am man, I have my limitations, that does not make me weak. I accept my female counterpart as my equal. Say it. Say it with me. I am man, I have limitations, but that does not make me weak, and I accept my female counterpart as my equal. If every man could just say that and have that attitude, it'd be a much better place. And here's the thing of it. If men learned how to treat women better, then women wouldn't make comments like, oh, men are just pigs. It only takes one or two assholes to ruin it collectively for the whole group. Like, you sitting there saying all men are just pigs. Like, excuse me, but your stepson's a man, and you know what I'm saying? What if I went around saying all women are, I'm saying straight up, I guarantee you if I went around saying all women are just cunts and bitches, my stepmom would have a huge fit about that. She'd be like, that's not very nice, Josh. And I'd be like, well, how is it any different than what you're doing? Excuse me? Well, you're sitting there saying all men are just pigs. That's a pretty brass assumption. I'm just saying. I mean, so now you know how it feels. Doesn't feel so good, does it? No, no. And again, I'm not attacking my stepmom. Okay, my stepmom is awesome. She's been there for me since I was 4. I'm just saying the general typical female attitude towards men, I'm sick of it. And it's not my fault that you've had shitty experiences with men. That's the first thing you need to realize is that, okay, it's not our fault you've had. Okay, it's not my fault. Okay, you've had shitty experiences with men. How is that my fault? It's like, not all women are like that, dude.